Good morning and happy Monday. It is the start of a new week. And hopefully this week will be a little more chill. Last week my parents were here, so there were things basically every single day. But I don't think that is going to be the case this week, which should be nice. I have a bunch of photos to catch up on editing from my concert on Friday. And just a few other little things I want to get done this week. I also need to sit down this morning and do the planning out of the bigger tasks that I know I definitely need to do because I didn't do that at the end of last week or over the weekend. So it is time to head downstairs and get moving on all that.
I decided that I was going to do my vlog editing for the morning on the couch because I just couldn't be bothered to go sit at my desk. And yeah, it was nice. It was pretty cozy. Definitely got distracted a little more than sometimes, but that's alright. Still got a good amount of work done.
So I have just heated up some soup for lunch. And the soup I'm having is this Trader Joe's autumnal harvest soup. And I only got one jar when I was there, which was a mistake because I forgot how good it is. But it is also making me want to see if I can make my own version of this. I think it would be fun, especially since I have a pretty good tomato soup recipe that I like kind of as a base to start with. So I have some ideas flowing. I might write some down. And we're supposed to be getting some squash and stuff this fall. And I know even if we don't in our farm share that I'm going to be wanting to buy some because I really want to make butternut squash mac and cheese that I love making and is a hit with my friends. I also want to try kind of using that same process but for some butternut squash risotto because I think that could be good. So I will probably be buying at least one butternut squash this fall. So maybe I just get a massive one and roast up a whole bunch of it all at once and then just use it in a bunch of different things. Could be fun, could be cool. I'm gonna think about it, but maybe I will make some of this in the coming weeks, or my version of it at least. Okay, I have been looking for something to do, and by looking I mean thinking deep in the depths of my brain, for something to do that is quick and won't suck me in too much, which goes with the quick, I guess. But is not related to being on my computer because I have enough stuff that I do and I want to do today that's on my computer, so I'm trying to do some stuff that's not on my computer just so I'm not spending my entire day on my computer. Anyways, about a year ago, my girlfriend and I got Bones Jones. This is Bones Jones. And at some point in the last year, he has lost his foot. It's okay, we have his foot, but I keep not reattaching it, so I think I'm going to sit down right now and actually reattach it. So let's perform some surgery on a stuffed skeleton, I guess.
So I gathered my supplies and basically just got to work sewing his foot back on. There was a little hole where the string that attached it to his leg had come out, so I just tried to kind of stick it back in there and close it up. The other foot was also starting to come a little loose, so I tied it down as well to make sure that we don't have this same problem happening again. And then he was good to go.
Okay, I have spent the last little bit doing a whole bunch of different things, but mainly a little bit of vlog editing, that's how you say that, and also fixing my 3D printer that I talked about a few weeks ago. I think I have done it, which is very exciting, and I'm printing something now, which if it works will be awesome both for the project that I'm trying to work on that it involves the 3D printing stuff, and just to know that it works. So it's going now. I'm definitely checking up on it a whole bunch, but the sun is starting to hit my monitor where I'm doing vlog editing and making it very hard to see. And also I'm down to not be sitting at my desk for a little bit more longer. So I think I'm gonna come back into the living room here, maybe play some Stardew. I don't know, just kind of chill a little bit. My girlfriend will probably be home from work soon-ish, and we have no dinner plans right now. Not even we're gonna make this for dinner. So we'll have to figure that one out, but I have faith in us. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And fingers crossed that the 3D printer stuff still keeps working. Okay, I have been playing some Stardew on the couch, and it was very nice to just sit and chill for a little bit. But it's time to get up again because I am going to go run to the produce market to get some vegetables for stir fry tonight because I think that's what we're gonna do. So gotta get going because I want to be able to take the bus because it's faster and I don't want to miss it.
And this is how the stir fry turned out. It was super tasty.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. I slept in a little bit, but I just knocked out last night. We ended up being up a little later than I think we intended and having like more of an active evening than planned because we ended up having to walk to go get some meat for our stir fry because we realized as we were getting ready to make dinner that we didn't have any. But it's okay. It turned out very good and it was a nice little walk. But yeah. I'm still a little sleepy, but it is time to get moving on today. Not a whole lot on the docket for today. I will be going to meet my girlfriend to go climbing later this afternoon, so that will be exciting. And yeah, until then, just some stuff around the house, I think, and yeah. I'll keep you updated. Just grabbed some stuff for a quick breakfast. I have some yogurt that I put some shaved chocolate and some raspberries that I have in the fridge in. And also, which doesn't really match with it at all, but I have this delicious piece of toast. It's just got butter on it, but I bought this bread at the market not that far from here just because I didn't have any bread and I really needed some. It's so good. Like the bread is so good. All the slices are super thick because it's like I have to slice them myself and I just keep cutting really thick slices, but it's so good and I am tempted to just make this my regular bread buy, but we'll see. Anyways, I am sitting down at my desk to do a little bit of editing, and that's basically it for this morning, at least. Okay, this morning has ended up being a little bit more chaotic than I was planning on it, but I did some editing and also ended up having a logistics call, basically, with my parents about a family trip we're taking a little bit, so that was nice to get sorted out, but also took up some time this morning that I was not expecting it to. But that's okay. Everything's all sorted there. I think now what I'm going to do is have a little snack / lunch. I guess it is lunchtime, but I don't know exactly how hungry I am yet. But anyways, gonna have something to eat and then probably head out and run an errand or two for going to the gym. I'm trying to decide basically if I want to do that now or just kind of attach it onto my gym thing. So I'm gonna think about it and see a little bit, but I think that's what's gonna happen this afternoon. But I'm often wrong when I say these things, so we'll find out together. Okay, so I have just gotten back from my little mini errand running and I'm still in my car because so I had been parked in a spot that was kind of tight on the one driveway, not like impossibly tight, but just a little bit, because it's hard to park on the street and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And well, I haven't had to move my car since then, so it's been almost a week, I think. And a few days ago someone had left a note on the thing and my girlfriend, I think, had grabbed it. We were just kind of laughing because, like, it really is, I promise you, it was really not a bad park job. And also, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I had to park there. I gotta park somewhere. When I left today, I was leaving that spot. And then when I came back, I was looking and seeing if that spot was still available. And I'm pretty sure the guy who lives in that house and gave me the note was just, like, standing there. And then I kept driving further down the street because I prefer parking at the other end of the street, basically. And so I found a spot down there and I have just like seen him in my mirrors watching me. That's why I keep looking. And right now I think he's just standing there waiting for me to get out of my car. I don't know if it's to come and talk to me. He like walked down the sidewalk and then walked back. Or if he just wants to know where I live. But I don't really have anywhere to be right now, so I'm down to play the waiting game, like, and I do think when I do get out of the car, if he's still watching me, that I'm gonna go get like a little snack or something from the convenience store, like a block or two away, just because I think it would be funny. So I did just see him talking to someone, and I don't see him immediately now, but I don't know if he's walking down the other sidewalk that I can't see as well, so gonna wait a few more minutes and we'll see. Okay, I have come inside and had some, I guess technically lunch, kind of, but like feels more like a snack, like emotionally. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. But it's time to head out again to go meet my girlfriend and go to the gym.
This pink one was a lot of fun because you kind of start facing outwards, which is just different, which makes it more fun. But getting yourself turned back around is definitely quite tricky, and you kind of have to catch yourself. I've seen people do it not turned around, but I don't know how they did that. um, some of the reaches here, too, feel way farther away than I think they actually are, but that just makes it a little scarier. But this one is definitely a lot of fun, and I will probably be doing it again just for fun. This yellow one definitely is gonna be on the project list. It's pretty tough, so might not make it, but the moves in the beginning are pretty fun. So yeah, I can't quite figure out exactly kind of how to do the next sequence because the holds feel like they're facing the wrong hands that you want to use, but I'll have to figure it out. This purple one I think is also going to be on the project list. It is definitely a lot of fun at the start, but definitely using some muscles I don't use that often and doing some movements that I don't do that often, which is fun, but also generally means I have less attempts in me before my body's like, nah, that's enough of that for today. But I think I can definitely get towards the end. The last move is kind of horrifying watching other people do it, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Good morning. It is Wednesday. Good Lord. I don't know why that took me so long to remember. But it is so gross outside right now. It has calmed down a little bit, but it was like total downpour this morning for a while. I have already come downstairs, but the fact that this weather is horrible has kind of ruined all the things that I wanted to do today, in a sense that I don't really want to go walk places, which is what I was gonna do. So I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I do have concert photos from last Friday still to edit. I started on them, but probably only like halfway through. So maybe I'll finish that up. And just do some other computery stuff. I was hoping to do less computery stuff today, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So anyways, I'm sure I will keep you updated.
The lighting for this show was super dynamic, which is really nice, but it also meant that I had to do a lot more work on kind of masking out the figures to do any color correcting or just kind of get the look that I was going for. So definitely took a while, but I'm really happy with how most of these turned out. So definitely worth the work, I think.
Okay, I have just finished, well, a little bit ago, finished editing my concert photos. It took a really long time because there's a decent amount of like photo masking and stuff in there that just took my computer forever to do, but that's fine. I am now making some lunch. I'm just heating up some leftover kibasi and some pierogies that my parents brought. I also just put a load of laundry in, but don't know, oh my god. Don't know entirely a ton of what I'm gonna do for the next little bit until I have kickball this afternoon or evening. It is an earlier game, which is kind of annoying in terms of traffic, but it's gonna be fine. We're gonna make it work. And I think I just have to accept that I will be in the car a little longer, and that's okay. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna heat up my meal, hopefully not have my pierogies stick to this pan, and that's that. Okay, I have just finished eating some like little mini dinner thing basically, and now it is time to go play kickball. The drive out there is already so gross, which is why I don't normally like driving out at this time, but that's just the way the cookie crumbled today. So, emotionally preparing to sit in traffic for an hour and a half. Let's do it.
Forgot to film any of our kickball game, but we won our game in dominating fashion, so.
Good morning and happy Thursday. Today is going to be a busy one because I didn't really get that much of anything done yesterday because the horrible weather just made me not feel like doing anything, and so I didn't. But that does now mean that there's a lot of stuff that I should have done yesterday that I need to do today. So we got to get started, basically. I've already been up for a little bit and done some of the chores and tidying that I need to do, but I think it is getting ready to be time to go shower and then get ready to run out for a few errands this morning. Let's do it. Okay, I have just showered and have a little bit of time to kill before the bus that I want to take to the first of the errands for the day. So I think I am going to have a little snack breakfast thingy quickly. I was maybe going to get one out in my day, but I might as well just do it now. And then I'm also pretty sure the laundry that I put in this morning will be done before I need to leave as well. So I can change that over and then we can head out. Okay, I have made it back from all of my errand running. I'm a little warm now because who knew that house temperature felt really warm after walking around bundled up in cold outside temperature. Anyways, it was a beautiful day, which was awesome, and I went to a few different places. I ended up walking between a few of them instead of taking the bus like I had wanted to because I just missed the bus and I didn't want to sit there for another 20 minutes and wait for the next one when the walk was 25 minutes. So why don't I show you what all I got, because I got a whole bunch of different stuff. Food-wise, just some basics. We have a lot of vegetables right now, so don't have to worry about that, but got some chicken, some cheese, some yogurt for breakfast, some apples also for breakfast, and again, we were just out of eggs, also out of tissues. And then what I think is way more exciting, the craft stuff. I got 2 more rolls of just craft paper. This is from the dollar store, and I use it for patterning, wrapping, literally anything. It's wonderful. I love it. So I got 2 more rolls of that. I got a bunch of headbands for a group costume that I'm going to be making for some friends and I. I don't have any of the other costume supplies because Michael's didn't have any of them, but that's not my problem. I mean, it's a little bit my problem, but I'm gonna have to go back. It's not super pressing because we still have a few weeks until we need it, and it's a pretty quick craft, so I'm not worried, but I am a little annoyed. Anyways, I also got some more hair ties. I just needed those. But then the most exciting stuff, I think, is some more eyelets. I just think I'm gonna need more for this project. Tracing wheel, because I don't actually have one, and I want to try to not cut my tissue paper patterns anymore if I can help it. And I think tracing this onto this paper will let me mess around with it a lot more and also just not worry that I'm gonna rip it in half the entire time. I also got a bunch of this 1/4-inch fabric boning. That's exciting because I'm gonna need it for the project. And the fabric itself. This is just some interfacing. And then I got a pretty deep brown, just basic cotton. The project is I'm going to be making another corset top thing that is more actually properly a corset top. I have a pattern that I got a little bit ago that I think is cute. And yeah, I'm just gonna roll with that, I think. I didn't realize how much boning it was gonna need, and this was kind of more expensive than I was expecting it to be, but it is what it is. I am very excited about the project. I think I'm gonna try to make a separate, properly produced video on it because I think it would be fun. I know a few weeks ago when I made the other corset top-ish thing, it's not really a corset top, that I made a while ago, I was video coming soon, and I did film the whole process step by step, but I just don't love it, and I have ideas of how I could make it look better and just flow nicer. I think I might ditch some of those videos that I had just done as part of the vlog and then decided to cut out because it was way too long for the vlog that I was then going to do as separate videos. There's a few cooking ones in there too. Some of the cooking ones I might still do, some of them not. I haven't 100% decided, but I also think I'm not going to do the sewing one that I did. Maybe I'll change my mind. I don't know, but I do want to make a more properly produced video for this. So, and I think I'm going to start on it today because I want to wear this top on Sunday. So I gotta get working on it there. But yeah, that I think is going to be the next step. Going to have some water and some lunch, I think, on my adventures, or like just now that I'm back home. And then it will be crafting time. Well, I haven't checked in with you guys like at all today because I got so sucked into doing my sewing project. But I am currently making dinner. Yes, it is almost 9 p.m. It happens. But we're making some chicken and potatoes au gratin, which will hopefully be tasty. And I'm watching the Pens game, which is exciting. Happy hockey season. But yeah, as I was cooking, I just realized like I hadn't actually checked in because I kept forgetting because I was like, I was still like talking to the camera all day because I was filming the project I was doing. Anyways, thought I'd say hi. And I'm very excited for this dinner because it smells very good and I'm hungry. So excited for these. Good morning and happy Friday. We have reached the end of another week, which is fun and exciting, I guess. Today is hopefully going to be a fun one. My main plan for during the day is to finish the shirt that I started yesterday. I don't think I'm gonna finish, but we're gonna try to make some more progress at least, because I do want to have the shirt still, even if I don't finish it in time for this weekend, which I just really don't think it's gonna happen. There's still way too much to do. Anyways, I also need to do a few quick computer things, but I think I'm gonna do that while I eat breakfast. And then this evening, I am going to a concert with a friend. I don't really know the band that much. I know a few songs, but mostly going to hang out with my friend. And I think I'm gonna have a good time regardless, so like, I'm not worried. But hopefully it'll be a good one.
Started off my day on the sewing project video with some like talking head narrative shots, and then also with so much ironing. I was doing a lot of the interfacing, and you basically have to hold the iron on each piece for like 15 seconds, but you have to do that. The iron's only big enough basically to do part of them, so you have to do it a bunch of times, and it took forever because there were so many pieces, but we got it done and then started sewing and doing some other work for the rest of the day.
Okay, so I will almost certainly not be finishing this top for the Run Fair this weekend, which is unfortunate, but the way that it is, I'm still doing the construction for basically the outside, the exterior pieces. And yeah, I have a few decisions that I need to make about how the cup profile is gonna be, that I don't know. I've been really indecisive about it, and every choice I've made has felt like the wrong one. But since it's not gonna be done today, no matter what choice I make, I'm just gonna think about it and sleep on it, basically. So I am done with my sewing for the day. In a few minutes anyways, my alarm is gonna go off. That's my like, you need to stop sewing and go get ready for the concert tonight alarm. So it's basically time to stop anyways. So I'm gonna go get changed. I haven't decided entirely what I'm gonna wear yet. I might wear these pants because they have a bunch of pockets and I love them for that reason, but I also might wear different ones. I haven't decided. And I'm definitely gonna wear a different shirt because I don't think I wanna wear a t-shirt, although this is a fun t-shirt. It's not entirely the vision I had when I made it. I was kind of hoping that these lines would line up more, but that was on me, so maybe I'll do another version of it. Anyways, that's all I have to say really, I think, right now. It's time to go get ready for the concert.
Before the show, we went out for some udon, and it was so good.